Chelsea Football Club at this moment in time is the land of uncertainty. It's absolutely unknown what's going to happen next season, and apparently an in-the-know journalist in Sami Mokbel has got the scoop for us. His interview with Alex Goldberg on the byline, I will break down, where he talks about the latest demands from Mauricio Pochettino at the end of the year. He also gives us an inkling of why Ruben Amorim is one of the favourites to get the job if Pochettino leaves, which I think will happen because of the demands, and I'll tell you those, and more importantly, the particular unique selling point that is attracting Chelsea's owners to Roberto De Zerbi. Yes, his name's coming up again. Chelsea are looking at a centre-back to replace Thiago Silva, and we have the confirmed club where Thiago Silva is going to be going, and the centre-back that is going to be replacing him, you're not going to like, and I'm telling you right now, I am not a fan of. And finally, we need to talk about something very important. Why is it every time a Chelsea player leaves, the fans do this thing? When they're here, we're moaning that they're not productive. We're moaning that the numbers aren't good. We're moaning that 1 in 3 is unacceptable. You have to be doing better. They go to another club. They hit 1 in 3, 1 in 4. Oh my God, we shouldn't have sold him. Well, Callum Hudson-Odoi got a brace today. He's got 7 goals in 32 games. And yet people are saying he's good and Mudryk is bad. I'm going to break that down for you. We're going to look at that. We're going to talk about it. And I'm going to be very honest. So kick back, sit down, get yourself a drink, leave the video on while you still do that, get yourself some popcorn, then sit back down, hit the like button because we're aiming for 1,000 likes on this video, subscribe because you're clearly enjoying the content, and let's get stepping. By the way, before we continue, do you think Callum Hudson-Odoi is a better footballer than Mikhailo Mudryk at this moment in time? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm testing something out. So before we get to that part, we need to talk about this Sami Mokbel interview. So for those of you that don't know, Sami Mokbel is actually very good at having information that is credible, purely based on the fact that his track record is very good when it comes to Chelsea, Arsenal, and I think it's West Ham as well. Very on the ball, like one of the most credible people you can listen to. And what he said on the byline is very interesting, because he openly said Mauricio Pochettino at the end of the season will be having discussions and he wants more power over recruitment. He is insistent that Mauricio Pochettino at this moment in time has not had a single signing that he asked for. He wanted a tall centre midfielder. They got him Leslie Ogochukwu. And he at this moment in time wants more. He believes he needs more players with experience that will bring Chelsea closer to winning trophies, but more physical players. And for me, whilst I agree with the premises we need more players that know how to win, I don't think experience is always the best indicator of these players, because you can go get somebody that's got 300 Premier League games and play mid-table football all their whole career, or you can go get someone like Cole Palmer who hasn't played any but is absolutely brilliant. So it's not experience that you need, it's know-how of winning and a pedigree. And the reality is, I don't want to trust Mauricio Pochettino with those signings, because I am a firm believer that coaches should be coaches. They are not recruiting teams. They are not staff members that are assigned to go hire players. Their job is to develop players on the pitch. And we've seen with Jurgen Klopp having a bad talent ID, Thomas Tuchel having bad talent ID. I think Mikel Arteta has a very ugly talent ID. Yet these players are phenomenal coaches that get results on the pitch. So with Pochettino, the 3 players that we know he wanted, I can't lie to you, I am not keen on him getting this power. Number 1, Ugarte. Ugarte has gone to PSG, and guess what Enrique has done? He's benched him for Zaire Emery, Ruiz, and Vitinha. And what do those 3 have in common? They are absolute ballers and comfortable in possession, comfortable receiving the ball out the back and creating opportunities. Ugarte can't do that. Ugarte is more of a 6. He's a mold of a player that runs around, crashes into challenges, gets the ball, releases it. We don't need more of those at Chelsea. In my opinion, Pochettino wants to make us a more workhorse team. We don't need to be a workhorse team. I believe we need more skill set in possession, creativity, control, elegance, because that is what makes you go from a top 4 team to a team that's competing for number 1 slot. My personal opinion, the other players that we've been linked with, Gabriel Viega, now at the moment in Saudi, or I think he's playing, and he left Celta Vigo. He's just not good enough in my opinion. Yet we were linked with him, and what's his unique selling point? Guy runs around a lot, puts in a lot of challenges, wins the ball, and is very, very busy. He's a busybody like Mason Mount. Should have kept Mason Mount then. Genuinely, if you want a player of that caliber, keep Conor Gallagher. Just keep Conor Gallagher. What is the point of going and spending more stupid money? And the final one is Amadou Onana. Onana is a very interesting player. I've looked at Onana on numerous occasions. Onana is somebody that, for me, has got tremendous potential. Onana has got great skill set. Onana has got elegance in the way he times his run into the box, the way he knows when to arrive at the right time. He is an athlete. He's very comfy for a man of his size with the ball to shift it and dribble past in and around areas, but he's not technically good enough in my opinion. And what I also see is he doesn't start for Everton. Everton aren't starting a £60 million player. Come on. Are we really doing it? Like, do you really think he's better than Lavia, Caicedo, Enzo? And is he even better than Gallagher? Like, I'm being dead serious here. So this whole, we need to give Pochettino the opportunity to build the team in his mold, I don't like it. I'm not a firm believer of giving managers every player they want. I believe as a sporting team, it's your directive to build the team in a light that you want and then hire a manager to get the best out of it. My personal opinion. When it comes to the next manager, and this is why I think Maurizio is going to leave because he's not going to get this control. I think they're going to decide to go apart their own way. I think Ruben Amorim is a key favourite in the dressing room. And Sami Mokbel says, look, the boardroom has huge influence, right? And within that boardroom, Ruben Amorim has earned a lot of respect from individuals in there. He doesn't name them, he doesn't say who they are, but he also says they're very influential. Guys, we know he's been interviewed on 2 separate occasions and he went away with a glowing reputation. For me, this man has got 4 years of experience, 70% win rate in 3 jobs, and more importantly, he's won 6 trophies if the season ends with the cup and the league. 2 times winning the league and winning 4 cups in the process. At this club, he also won at Braga. Sporting in Braga, he's been successful. Yet, why are we looking down on him and comparing him to other individuals such as De Zerbi? De Zerbi apparently is linked with the club because some of the board members think he's got very good playing style. Whilst De Zerbi's got good playing style, I think De Zerbi's faults are very obvious. De Zerbi's faults scream out that we can't defend. Yes, we will play good football. Yes, we'll be attractive to watch. But we will get hammered. And when we get hammered, it's going to be ugly. Personally, I don't think De Zerbi is an upgrade on Maurizio Pochettino, purely based on the fact that I think De Zerbi will get us to top 4. I don't know if we can kick on with him. I'm not sure. With Maurizio, I know we can get to top 4 next year, guaranteed. If we have all the players fit, if we have the players here, we can get there. For me, Amorim or Tuchel or maybe somebody else that I haven't thought about. But we're not being linked with anyone else that I believe is a tremendous upgrade on Pochettino. So Pochettino is only keeping the job, in my opinion, by default. What it looks like Thiago Silva at this moment in time has found himself a new club. We knew that he had 3 options from the UK. 3 options from London especially. And me being the genius I am, I deduced it, okay? So I think it was West Ham, I think it was Fulham, and I think it was Arsenal. Luckily for us, he has selected the club he's going to. Fabrizio Romano confirms it. Other journalists have confirmed that the deals have been agreed. He is going back to Fluminense, the place he started his club journey. His kids apparently are going to stay in school in London, so his kids are going to also be in the Chelsea Academy. His wife's going to stay with them. He's going to go for a year or 2. I think it's 2026 his contract expires there. The deal has been agreed in principle. For me, this is an interesting move. However, who Chelsea are going to consider replacing him with, I don't like this move. I think it is a sideways move. Oh no, it's a backwards move actually. It's Toussaint Adarabioyo, the Fulham centre-back. He's a free agent in the summer. Sami Mokbel says Chelsea are eagerly looking at him. They believe that he's got great characteristics and they believe he's a good defender. Is he a good defender? Yeah, he's a Premier League level defender. Is he what Chelsea need? No. Under no circumstances should we be going in for him. I personally believe we've got Badiashile. He is a good centre-half. People don't like him. People say he makes too many mistakes. Levi Colwill, very good centre-half. He is going to become great. He just needs minutes and needs to stay fit. We've got Disasi, good enough cover, right? He's cover for when players get injured. He'll come in, he'll do a job. Fofana, if he can get fit, we don't need to buy a centre-half. I don't think Fofana can get fit. So if we go after a centre-half, it can't be Toussaint. I would rather just keep Trevor Chalobah. Do not sell Trevor Chalobah if you're going to go get Toussaint. Personally, he's just not of the level. I don't see anything in his game that screams he is a Champions League player. There is no point filling our squad with players that are going to just make us mid-table. This is a mid-table signing. And why? I've seen him be a mid-table player for too long. I don't think he's got what it takes to take the step up. Yet, people are going to tell me it's a free signing, why are you being so negative? I'm not being negative, I'm being realistic. You want to aim to win the league? You go get players that are capable of winning the league or are capable of starting for your opponent. Is Toussaint going to start for Liverpool? No. Is he going to start for Man City? No. Is he going to start for Arsenal? No. Why on earth are we looking to sign him? We need to sign players that they can make a case that they can start for those clubs within a year. I don't see Toussaint being that player. That's just my personal opinion. The final thing I want to talk about is Callum Hudson-Odoi. So Callum Hudson-Odoi is a Chelsea graduate. He went on loan to Bayer Leverkusen. Didn't really work out. But what ended up happening is he came back to Chelsea at 12 months left in his deal. He was basically training with the cast of players that Chelsea didn't want to keep. Chelsea sold him for 5 million to Nottingham Forest with a 20 or 25 million sell-on clause. Yet, and this is the big yet, now Chelsea fans are having a meltdown. Should have kept him instead of Mudryk. I'm going to ask you a question. How many of you were calling Hudson-Odoi a bum? How many people said Hudson-Odoi is not good enough for Chelsea? When I was saying he's a good player, guys. He's got good attributes. He needs to develop. He needs more game time. It's hard to be doing a role. Everyone told me, you're clueless. You don't know what you're talking about. You love that player too much. You rate him too highly. Okay, cool, I said. He went to Bayer Leverkusen. I said he needs a fresh start. He hasn't scored a goal. You all said he's a bum. He can't score a goal in the Bundesliga. He deserves to be in that league because he's a bum and he's in the Bundesliga. That's what all of you said. Not my words, your words. Then, this is what gets me annoyed. Now he's gone to Nottingham Forest. He's playing consistent football. He's got 7 goals. I'm seeing, oh, why did we sell him? Oh my God. Hudson-Odoi should be at Chelsea. We've invested 62 million into an individual that's not even better than Hudson-Odoi. 7 goals. Well, let me just give you some statistical outputs because you lot love stats. 7 goals in 32 games, all comps. Mudryk has 6 in 38. However, Mudryk has played 1,821 minutes. Callum Hudson-Odoi has played 2,060 minutes. What does that tell you? He's played more minutes and has 1 more goal. Guys, the expectation at Chelsea and the expectation at Forest is completely different. When Mudryk was at Shakhtar Donetsk, everybody wanted him. He just isn't working out at Chelsea because the level is harder and more importantly, the demand is even bigger. Has to perform every week. Callum won't score for 4 games, 5 games. No one talks about him. Scores 1 game, everyone's raving. Same's happening with Pulisic. Same's happening with Ruben. Same's happening with others. Stop it. Stop it. This needs to stop. We are too good of a club for us to always be looking at what we sold. Oh, our ex is doing better. No, we need to stop doing that. I think Hudson-Odoi is a better player than Mud, but not to the point where I go, why on earth did we sell him? We should have never sold him. No, it's gone now. I think he needed to leave to become what he's becoming. He was never going to become that at Chelsea. The fans were against him to the point where he was getting Havertz treatment. And now fans are seeing him shine and all of a sudden everyone misses. But this was the Kavkas View. I hope you lot enjoyed today's video. Go and watch the review that I made the other day about the Chelsea 2-0 victory over Spurs. A lot of you didn't see it. My analytics tell me that. I know you'll enjoy it. It's right here. Peace out. I'm out. Have a lovely day. Bye.